Kaliandris Pendragon has been an SL resident since the beginning of 2004, and she has her own opinions on what SL officials should do. She argues that it's not just the copybot issue, but also the fact that textures are sold with full permission so that creators can work with them. And
I think the problem is it's become so cloudy with the business-in-a-box schemes that have been going on where people are selling full permissions items in boxes, and sometimes they don't own the IP that they're selling as full permissions, and then that gets repeated over and over again until it becomes very unclear if you buy one of these things legitimately whether you are buying something that you can legitimately own or whether it is all full of other people's things which should never be resold. So, there's a difference in the understanding of LL's terms of service here? Well, yes, because it gives people the impression that their IP will be protected. The TOS says that things that you make in world are your copyright and that will be protected. But once you actually have a problem, you find that you're more or less on your own, and that the difficulty is that you have to issue the DMCA, and if you want to take it further than a DMCA, then you have to get yourself a lawyer and go to court, as these people have. Kaliandris' personal wishes regarding the case? Well, I really don't know. It's very difficult to know how a court is going to understand and react to a case in a virtual world. My personal wish would be that they make it completely clear that this is totally unacceptable in Second Life, and put the fear into the people who are dishonest, and stop them. So, even though there are probably only a few people out there being dishonest toward the intellectual property of others, SL is still a major business, and more people are beginning to earn their living in the virtual world. SL statistics show that over 330 people have a monthly income of more than $5,000 US, and they feed their kids and pay their bills with this money. Life for You will keep you up to date about all the latest happenings in our upcoming broadcasts. This has been Rube Rabiani, and now back to our hosts at Life for You headquarters.
We'll be right back after this short break with a report about Grundfos Island. So, do not go away.
Hij was in een licht gelijk voor zijn bier, tierenlierelier. Zijn rammelaar was zijn sleutelbos, hij speelde diefjes zonder een los. Had water en brood en veel plezier, tierenlierelier.
For our next story, Lucien Franciosa returned to Grundfos Island.
Wasn't that a King Kong remake?
No. This island teaches about environmental issues and sustainable development. And it also shows that these days, even corporations are thinking green.
That's right, Kira. It's all about combining Second Life and First Life into one global life.
Suspicion torments my heart.
The popular press paints Second Life as a party, and it is fun. But fly a little deeper, and you will find people like photographer John Pano-Novi and world citizen Michelle Mannon, Net.com Ian, water conservationist Delia Lake, who came together with pump manufacturer Grundfos on UN Development Day to ask and answer the question, can I make a difference? After the presentations, I sat down with Michelle and asked him how he got involved.
My God, this is an amazing medium of interaction and communication, and it can really have an impact on real life issues. And once you realize that, then Second Life becomes something completely different.
Something more, I agree. Like the story you told of the Ryan Well Foundation.
It's not simply a question of just me giving a presentation and people listening and say, oh, what a sweet and touching story. Because, yeah, it is. But if that's where it all ends, I don't think that helps very much. One of the things I'm trying to do with my nonprofit organization, Credo, is to rethink what it means to be an active citizen in the 21st century.
Michelle, please elaborate.
we're trying to develop this idea of multi-level citizenship, in which one is a citizen of one's own locality, one's region, one's country, but also the entire globe. So one has duties and responsibilities at each of these levels, and one can act at each of these levels.
Inspired by Michelle, I returned to Grundfos Island to see what I could do right now. I found Kolbak Theus, administrator for Grundfos, playing a game, and asked him.
3 things. Of course, you can look at all the tips we give you and try to improve the world by this. Secondly, you can, of course, you can play by placing our pumps in a kind of game on the right energy labels, and by that you can win some Linden dollars where we don't give it to you. What we do is actually that we buy some CO2 quota for them, and you can also see which kind of kilograms of CO2 you actually save by the game you just finished. Third, on this side of the island, you can plant a tree on the island, and when you have planted the tree, we will plant a tree in real life. So that is actually things you can do on this side. On the other side, there's a focus on the water through solar power and wind energy. And what you can do here is actually that you can buy some Alberto Escoflex pumps, which is a pump that we have that actually support this kind of things. And when there's you can make a donation to this, because what we say is that if you help us do this, we will actually donate a real Escoflex installation for a community in Africa.
Kolbak, that is an exciting crossover from Second Life to First Life, where our actions here are heard. Thank you, and Delia Lake, for organizing the event. Can one person make a difference? I hope so. This is Lucian Franciosa, Life for You News, urging all of you to visit Grundfos so that we can make a difference.
Thanks, Lucian. I hope we see you at the Grundfos Island. Kira and I will be there, of course.
Well, that's all for now, my dear viewers. We hope you'll join us again next time. In the meantime, please check out our website. If you have any stories and leads that you feel we should cover, let us know. And until then, here's wishing you all a great Second Life.
For information, comments, and suggestions, visit our website, www.lifeforyou.tv.